I figured, so what's the Axtmann side of me?
I'm cold now!
Gary, what you need to do is get the round. It's cutting in and out. It's not very good.
Have you seen the girls?
Kind is going to be. And what I thought we'd do is we'd have the various aunts and uncles on stage introduce their children by name. See how good their memory is. It'll also be an opportunity for them to kind of counter with some comments on whether or not what I relate to you is accurate.
Which I'm sure
I'm not going to exactly go by age. I'm going to start with Clara, but then I'm going to turn to Joe and wait to do him last, because I've got something planned.
Terry.
Yes.
No, man, but could you move to the side? Terry, I love you, but I don't want to
That your aunts and uncles might have given me, because I'm relying entirely on them for the accuracy of this information. When my brother Frank started organizing this event, I tried to think of a way I could help, even though I live way out in Idaho, and I figured it'd probably be a lot of fun to publicly embarrass all your aunts and uncles.
chance in a lifetime.
And I thought a roast would be a perfect vehicle to do that. And for those of you that might be unfamiliar with a roast, it's not something you have on Sunday afternoon with potatoes and carrots. This kind of roast is a way of getting laughs about people you love, a way of getting laughs about people you respect, and a way of recognizing people publicly for the role that they've played in our lives. So although some people might get slighted here and there, it's all meant for fun.
We know the Axtmanns all have a good sense of humor, right?
Right.
Right. Yay!
I'm going to need some liquid refreshment, okay, or something to get I'm already getting dry. That's for later, Terry.
No, he needs to talk.
A roast generally involves information about someone's past. In this case, it's going to be primarily about their childhood. Although if we can think of something a little more recent, we'll throw that in too. Not everything that happened while these people were growing up is interesting. So, for the sake of entertainment, you may find some information slightly altered. Maybe completely untrue even. I'm giving him a house. Or maybe completely inaccurate. I asked all the aunts and uncles to send information about themselves and others to me. And Betty, living up to her reputation, was the most helpful. I still haven't read the entire manuscript.
Right like she talks.
I wasn't interrupted as she's doing it. Father Joe, on the other hand, said nothing. I think he was kind of hoping the whole idea would go away. Fortunately for him, his brothers and sisters provided enough information. Okay, for the purpose of clarity, I'm going to refer to the aunts and uncles by their first names. And I'm going to refer to Frank and Magdalena as I'm going to, by the way, Claire, this is the hot seat here, folks. And after I've adequately singed her, I'm going to have her call her family members up here. and all their children and wives and husbands, wives, to Augie Mack. He likes to be called August, but we're not letting him do that. To Augie Mack, and he will send you a copy for whatever it costs. It's not going to be a big expense. We're not getting rich off of this. Also, Neil Mack is taking still shots of the entire event. He's going to put together a 24, 30 picture booklet that will be available as well. So if you want those and you don't want to take pictures yourself, they'll take care of it for you. Okay. I was going to ask Father Joe to give me a blessing before I started this because I thought I'd need it. But since we just had the service, I'll wait until after it's over to...
Then you'll need it.
Right, Father? Okay, I've lined these individuals up by age, so for you grandchildren, great-grandchildren, you kind of see how it fits together now. So some of them talk about their older brother or sister, you know, who they're talking about. In this family, like a lot of families, the chain of command was alive and well. It went something like this. If you were oldest, you were the boss.
Everybody keeps moving.
But this is a little more serious here. The Axtmann farmstead was kind of known as the hub of community life for the young people in the area. And that was especially true for the young men because all the good-looking girls that lived there. There were lots of pranks, you know, when they were growing up. There's also lots of love and lots of singing. And I don't know if I can get this group to do any singing enough. Maybe after. Maybe later.
We also had a gate. Men out.
Okay, Clara, this is your moment.
Yay!
I debated whether I should ask them the age, but that's not really that important. I guess we'll skip the age part, right?
71.
Okay. Clara's strongest recollection, as a result of her being oldest, is that of working and babysitting all of her siblings. She asked me to submit a bill to each of her brothers and sisters here today. And because we got quite a bit of compounding and everything, that bill with interest compounded yearly comes to $26,200 Okay, Clara, Joe, and excuse me. The oldest children in the family, Clara, Joe, and Nick, were just had a good younger one. They usually did this best when Mom and Dad were away. On one day, when they were left in charge, they sent the younger children to bed so they got to fudge without sharing it. I done that.
You're darn right you did.
Probably real goat fudge without it kind of permeating through the house. Betty's keen sense now up, so she threatened to tell Mom and Dad. There, they fudge outside to cool off. Well, the dog also had kind of made a big hole in the middle as